Anybody over there?
You hit the button, didn't you?
Out there.
Mm-hmm.
She's here,
No.
Oh,
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Good evening. It's 6 PM, May 10th, 2017. I'd like to open the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for this evening. First, I'd like to announce this is being televised live on local Mashpee TV. Next, if we could all rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's what got the pencil.
So sitting on tonight's first hearing will be our 5 regular board members. And Jim, would you read our first continued hearing?
Continuing the hearing at 41 Greenwood Road, owner Ellen J. Harris requests a variance to allow for a shed to be placed in 1 foot from the rear and side setback under 174-31 of the zoning bylaws on property located in an R3 zoning district and Papaneset overlay district, map 117, parcel 312, Mashpee, Massachusetts. This is continued from April 26, 2017, at the request of the applicant.
Or somebody from? And for the record, if you would state your name and address.
Ellen Harris.
41
that
Greenwood.
Get that. We originally requested that the shed be in the back corner of the property between lots 3, lot 7, and lot 8. But the Lewises wanted us to stick to the 5 feet. The Wagners, lot 8, and my brother, lot 3, was absolutely fine wherever we put the shed. But when we want to respect the Lewis's wishes, so we were figuring out where to put it, and then we decided to put it in the front of our property, but behind Robbie's shed, so that it doesn't affect him at all. Robbie and Elizabeth Wagner have both been fabulous through this whole thing. They could care less where we put the shed. They could have cared less. We have a, what do you call it, a generator. We called them multiple times over the course of the winter, once to see if we could have trees trimmed back. They said, absolutely, do whatever you want. Same thing with the generator, and the same thing with the shed. But looking at it now, it actually is in a better spot for them than what it would have been in the back corner. It's less intrusive to them because they can't really see it because their own shed blocks it. And that's the story.
So how close do you want to go to the Wagner's property?
I'd say with like a foot away from the property line.
So how would you do maintenance on your shed if it needed maintenance? If you only had 1 foot?
And someone put a fence up between you and them.
And let's say the Wagners sold their house, and you don't get along with the new Wagners.
Okay.
You would not be allowed to go on their property. That's why there's a 5-foot setback. It
Gotcha.
used to be 15. And they
It's been a
lowered
long
it to
time ago
5.
because most of the sheds in Papaneset are pretty close to the.
Most of them never got a permit.
Oh, they just did it on their own.
Just did it.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's right.
Can you believe that?
It's an outrage. Why didn't we think of that?
But if you needed to, like, re-roof it or paint it, there's nowhere to work. You'd have to stand in the neighbor's yard.
Well, no, a yard, a foot from our property would be more than a foot from their shed. It's a foot from their property.
No, but the new owner, the new Wagner owner puts a fence up. You only have a foot between your purported shed and the fence.
Okay,
See where we're going here?
yeah. Yeah.
We all can't depend on life being what it is today.
To the house.
See that? Yeah, it looks to me like you've got 15 feet between your, back of your house to the lot line.
Yeah.
Have you staked your lot line? Is that lot line apparent, like within inches, or are you presuming? Or,
No, because,
Is this staked?
So it's staked in the ground, you've got a
yeah, but that's a.
cement bound.
Well, it's been staked off.
So you can tell within whatever that if that's the line, you can tell exactly where the line is?
yes. My parents' home, at the original home, my parents' home, was a cottage there, but it was way in the corner. So we Mom and Dad have passed, and we tore it down, and we moved it so it's more centered on the property.
Is the shed 6 by 8?
Yes.
Or 8 by 6? So, no, but it's 6 feet wide, all right, so from facing your house from your street, looking at the shed in your backyard, 6 feet wide, 8 feet deep?
Wide, 6 feet
Okay,
deep.
so 8 feet, so 6. So out of the 15 is 6,
Plus
which is
the-
9, plus the 1 to it, whatever footage we want. You're saying 1, so that's 7. So you've got 8 feet right now from the shed to your house, leaving 1 foot to the lot line. Is that correct?
That's what it'll be with, it's basically identical shed.
Right.
It's an identical shed to what Robbie, the
Right.
neighbors have.
So you'd have 8, 6, and 1, correct? 8 feet, 6 feet, 1 foot.
8 feet wide.
No,
No, I'm
no,
saying-
space from your house to the front of the shed.
From the front, your house, the
Measure
front
from
shed
your
would be
house to
8
the
feet.
shed.
It's a total of 15 feet.
Yeah, so my point is, it could be 8, 6, 1, it could be 7, 6, 2, it could be 5, 6, 3, right?
True.
As long as it adds up to 15, the denominator could change and that 1 foot could become some other dimension, thus reducing your 8 to some other number.
Correct.
All right, let's
She's
do
got it,
it,
see?
come on up here, let's do it right on this. Here's your street, right?
Yes.
This is your front entrance right here, right?
Well,
So-
actually, our driveways, everything will be.
But the
here.
front entrance is here.
That is the entrance to go get the mail.
Okay, so, the distance between here and the line is,
15.
correct?
Yes.
Now, Ron's question was, is it 8 feet this way or 8 feet this way?
This way.
So this, from here to here, is 8. So that makes this 6. So,
Like this.
That's what you just did.
8, 6, that's right, it's 8, 6, 1. Okay.
see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, that's what he
So it's
just,
8 going this way, 6.
Yeah, and 1.
and
That's
1,
above 1.
right now, 1, 6 and 1 is 7, that leaves 8 feet to the house.
Exactly. So it could
So if you
be
move it
7,
closer
6,
to the
2,
house,
it could be 6, 6, 3.
I like that.
We're trying to understand what would make sense for,
I understand it's a small lot, it's tight, there's not a lot of room. We really haven't looked at any other spots in the yard, but personally, I don't think less than 3 feet. I think 3 feet's the max. I think 3 feet's enough room to work on it, so you're not standing in the neighbor's yard. If you have to work on it, you gotta paint it, you gotta re-roof it, you gotta do whatever. You gotta mow the lawn around it.
if you ever
I
had
know
if you had a fire,
Because the problem is, if we allow it the 1 foot, then everybody's gonna come in and say, well,
Yeah, it's not fair to anybody to
anybody.
allow 1 foot.
We just, I think we approved one in Kim Path a year ago, year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Same issue, neighbor had a complaint about it, and we let him go 3 feet.
Right.
Because it was the same, it was similar, it was tight, and we wanted room to work around it, so you can walk around it, so you're not right on the property line.
so under that theory, you would have 6
I
feet
understand
plus or minus.
five's a lot, because it's a tight lot, and it's close to the house. If the house wasn't so close, I'd say, to keep it at 5, but that's my opinion. I think 3 is the minimum I'd like to see.
Problem is, our generator is right here.
Well,
We're gonna, our
So
generator,
you didn't locate your generator then?
No, the generator won't affect it.
the generator's right here. I just-
Actually, grab the mic if you would.
Oh, sure.
So show me,
Take it right out, you can bring it right up.
Generator.
Squeeze, there you go.
Generator's about 2 feet from the
right
house.
here?
Anybody that talks, you've got to talk into it, because we're
Like
on
there?
TV.
Oh, okay.
here.
There's no, and why couldn't we put it back in this corner? And keep it 3 and 3?
They didn't want it.
They didn't want it there.
All right, well, do we,
And it's going to be way too tight here.
oh,
What
this is,
about this
but
corner?
but this is what they're asking for here, so we can't approve to put it somewhere else. They'd have to come back again if they wanted to go.
Well, what about this corner?
No, they can,
It's too close to the street.
Slab, it's
Oh.
already installed and
What's already installed?
generator set.
Oh, no, I'm talking shed. Why can't the shed go right there?
It's right against the street?
From the lot line.
But
5 feet from this lot, 3 feet? Oh, that's the street.
Now they'll be.
It's a street there.
For the
Wait.
Wagners, the Wagners are here.
This is your front door?
Yes.
Right, but this is just for going.
So if we did 3 feet, and this is 6 feet, that's 9.
and it still leaves.
How much space is there between the shed and
Six.
and the generator to get through?
What's this dimension right here, you
You
think?
just need to be able to walk through there. It's not their front door.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But we could move it slightly, enough so that this isn't, you can
Yeah,
get a
generators
ball through here or
aren't
whatever.
huge.
I tend to think that 3 feet makes sense and let them, I mean, whether it slides right or left
Yeah, I'll
isn't a
think
big
that
deal to me.
As long as you can keep it 3 feet from the lot line, they can go anywhere along there.
I think a little bit more amenable to the Wagners.
But they're saying they could care less as long as it's 3 feet away from
Yeah.
the,
But if it meant sliding it a foot or two,
Would you like
Just so you can walk
to
by.
take some time, think about it? We can continue this, you come back with a plan, this
exact
exactly where I
location,
want
with the,
to
show
put
where
it.
the generator is, and make sure we have room
We
between the
need
generator
something-
and...
We need something in writing, because we have to approve this, sign this off.
And the actual plan goes.
We have to know exactly.
Maybe measure
what's
off the
gonna be.
house, how far it is to the edge of the generator.
Let me tell you, if you don't go with that, and we say 3 feet there, I really don't want it sliding too far right and left, because I don't think that's a good thing. So if you have 3 feet there, and you have 6 feet here, that's 9, you could have a problem where you're not gonna be able to pass between your generator and your shed. Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you don't, if this board approves the 3 feet tonight, at that location, you may put yourself in a
This is a
situation when we
street.
close this hearing, you gotta re-advertise and do this whole thing over again.
This is street.
so what's your alternative?
That's
Go
up
back
to the
and
chairman.
really do your
Continue it.
measurements.
Figure out where you want to
About
put
in the
it, 3
right
feet from the
lower
lot line.
corner of that lot.
Come back and see us and draw it on there.
Which corner?
So we can sign off on the plan. It's a consensus I can
This is a
hear that
street,
3
street
feet's
and
gonna be
street.
your number.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah, that's.
I'm only one member, so it sounds like 3 feet, okay?
I don't know.
And for me, I
You'd have
don't
to-
want it moving too far right and
It
left,
can't be
but if
5
you
feet
have to
from the
move it
street.
to the
I
right,
think it's
closer
50,
to
it used to be
your
50
road,
here.
because you can get some
You can't go 5 feet
access
off the street.
between it and your
see.
generator, I'm okay with that, but I'd still
They'd
like
be
to
out-
move it
they'd
the
be
least
over here.
amount towards the road. I certainly wouldn't be in favor any closer than, does it, from the street, 5 feet? The
It's-
shed?
it's-
All right, so,
Oh, is it 5 feet from the street?
Yeah, I believe so.
so I wouldn't want to be
5
any
feet from
closer than
the-
5 feet to
Along
the
corner,
street.
on the corner.
Sure.
I mean, they could put it in this corner here, but I wouldn't want to see
You don't
it
want to
there.
put it in the front
Well, there's a
yard.
big tree there,
Yeah.
a beautiful.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want that in their front corner. I know Green wouldn't.
So I
not a-
just
it's not a
think,
good spot.
I concur with the chairman that
Sure.
probably makes some sense to do a little planning and bring a plan back, giving dimensions.
Okay.
because
So we can just try to make sure there's room between the generator and the,
Apply for another.
Oh,
no, you have to apply. No.
We'll
We're trying to
continue.
continue it so you don't have to.
Right.
Okay.
We don't want to have to go.
Yeah, I wish the generator was marked on the
Continuation
location,
time?
and we could decide on it right now, but,
I would have, should have done that.
yeah.
Well, no, it came in after those drawings.
The
See,
generator,
the thing you don't want, the thing you want to avoid is us saying to you, yeah, let's just show that it's 3 feet, and then you find out, as Ron said, it's going to interfere with your generator, so you really want it here. Do all your measurements, do your planning,
Put it on.
put something on there, and come back in, and you know that the generator's not going to be a problem, 3 feet away from the lot line, and everybody walks away happy.
And you don't have to re-advertise.
All right, I just have one question. If everyone's in agreement that 3 feet is what's approved on, no less than 3 feet, and if we were to put it 3 feet, but maybe 12 inches further to the front of the property,
should-
What you want
Slide
to
it.
do for us.
you know what I mean? It's,
you need measurements from the
You want to
street.
give us, I'm going to draw you an example.
okay,
Here's your lot. You want to put it there. You
yes,
need to put it there and say, the distance between there and there is 15 feet.
Whatever it
The
is.
distance between there and there is
3 feet.
3 feet. So,
And distance from the front to the
it's
generator.
on the plan, and we can sign off, rather than say, yeah, it's gonna be here or here. We need to know.
We don't want it sliding too far, right and left, that's a problem.
If we
too.
make that, if you come
understand what
back
I'm
and
saying?
this is where we'd like to have
So
it,
when
and
you
it gives me
come
room
back-
between the generator, then that's the measurements we can vote on.
Okay.
I can't give you that.
It's very
a
specific.
look.
This board does things very specific, so when you say 15 feet.
This is
it can-
for the
I
record.
mean, 3 feet, it can be 4 feet, but it can't be an inch less, it can't be a half inch less than 3 feet.
Whatever we approve is what gets recorded. So we have to approve something that gets recorded, and we can't just make up a number and go, well, it might be this.
Yeah.
It's not that plus or minus thing. We have to vote on something, and we don't have the something.
Gotcha.
So,
So, would you like to continue to,
Yeah, we got May 24th.
you figure it out by May 24th?
Sure.
Well, that's-
Can we have it be like, us doing the measurement, coming back and saying it's 15 from the front, it's...
Show us on a plan.
Put it on the plan.
put it on the plan.
Like we talked about.
You have to have BSS do a new plan like the chairman said.
Oh, BSS has, oh, okay, okay.
Does
Tell 'em what
BSS,
you want.
BSS?
All he does is draws it
Add a
in.
shed
he-
onto the
yeah.
existing plan.
It shouldn't be a big deal for them. They don't even have to come out. They can just type it in and, on the computer and just reprint it for you.
Okay,
So would you like to continue it to the 24th?
we would like that.
Okay. Would somebody like to make a motion?
Let me put the mic back.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the extension request from Ellen J. Harris of 41 Greenwood Road up and until, when?
24th.
May 24th.
Do we have a
We don't need
second?
to read any of this stuff in now?
No. We're continuing.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
We'll read it in the next time.
Yeah, we're going to,
There was some notes we got.
yeah, we're going to remember to read all these in next time.
Mary Ann?
Are there any that could have, are there any that might affect her?
I don't think
It
so.
wasn't a butter
No.
letter.
Let's take a look.
You better
One
let it-
second, man, 1 second. We just want to make sure there's nothing in the file that may affect you that you're not aware of when you leave. Because we don't want to, we want you to
I
be
think
all
I should read
informed.
this a butter letter.
It's the abutter
you already
letter is
know
only 5 feet
about
from her
Stephanie
property
Lewis,
line,
right?
And they're not even
They already
anywhere
know
near
that.
their
Okay,
property
all right.
line now.
All right,
So let's see what else.
Board of Health isn't an issue. Conservation's not an issue.
Nope.
Inspections isn't really an issue. That can be read later. It was just that a butter letter I was concerned about.
And that's not an issue if they place it where they say.
They already know where
place
it is.
yeah.
They already know about the letter.
Yep,
All right.
good.
You're good.
See you on the 24th.
Enjoy the night.
So nothing to sign.
Well,
Now you're stepping down on this?
this,
I'm stepping, I'm going home.
You go
I'm
home.
going to go grab a bite.
the butter letter says that, she said, she indicated she would not place the shed less than 5 feet from my property, so she doesn't have an issue.
Right.
Not going
Why
near
was
her
it-
It's not her property.
Oh, that's the one to the
That's
left.
way over to the left.
Oh,
Yes, that's why they moved.
It's gonna be
it.
20 feet from her property.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Okay, Jim, would you
See ya.
read our first and only other business?
Flew back for that.
Under other business,
You risk it.
29
Green and double
Riverside
ticket for that.
Road. Owner Russell Spencer requests an informal discussion with the board regarding the recently approved written finding, in parentheses, finding 2017-11, close parentheses.
Okay, stepping down on this is Ron Bonvy,
Enjoy
so
the night.
taking Ron's place on this will be Jim Gould, so we'll be 5 of us. Hi, come on up. And for the record, your name and address?
Russ Spencer, 29 Riverside Road, Mashpee.
Hi.
Hi. I have been working since I got the approval to move our cottage off the line and put an addition on it for the 2-bedroom. Been working with the building department, the commissioner,
Yep.
and
The mic, I guess she can't hear you. I don't know why. She's not blinking at me now.
Yep.
I guess it's
You're
good.
good.
in working with the building commission and builders, our plan is to move the current cottage a couple of feet away from the lot line and add on to it. When we got quotes to do that, it became quickly evidence that was gonna be really expensive and probably difficult to do because of the age of the cottage and the way it's constructed. So what the building, oh,
You killed the mic.
I don't think it was me. Is that better?
Magic.
So in our discussions, it was just recommended to me by Michael that I come in and run by this committee that what we're thinking about doing, or what he suggests we do, is take down the current cottage and then put it back up to code in the same location that we have on the plan. So rather than trying to pick up the whole cottage and move it.
We mean demo the cottage and start over again, or when you say,
Pretty much, just deconstruct it. We probably use a lot of the lumber and so forth, but we're going to put it back up to code and basically recreate the same thing according to the plan, but
On the exact same spot?
exact same,
Exact same
exact same,
spot.
exact same footprint?
everything's the same. We're just not going to try to pick it up.
We just have to make,
Mike's.
And we're talking house 2, correct?
Yes, just the center rectangle part of House 2. That's the only part that was going to get moved. And now,
So the footprint we approved in the previous case would not change at all?
nothing changes on the footprint of the location.
And one last time, why is Mike recommending that you do this?
Because he doesn't want you to find out after the fact that we didn't move it. We took it down and put it back up. He just said it's, whether it's courtesy or just letting you know that.
Right, and what's the issue? Is it the foundation the issue, or?
No, the foundation.
I don't think the structure is
The
capable
structure's
of being
not
moved.
stable enough
You
to
can't move the
move.
structure, move it back, it's not gonna stay together, it's gonna fall apart. Well, he's considering, they think it could fall
They
apart.
think it can go,
Right.
How's
It's not structurally sound to move and bring back.
Correct.
So they want to dismantle it, put it back up instead of moving and bring it back up. It's the same end result, just,
It's number 2 here. It's a square box. I have no issues
I
whatsoever.
guess, I just don't know how you're supposed to, what you have to do to make it all good. No, I know exactly what it is. I remember this one.
Anybody have any issues?
Just read Mike's comments.
Yes, why don't you, if you would?
Okay, this is dated May 10th, 2017. I'm sorry, May 9th, 2017. To the members of the ZBA, I would like to comment on the following proposal before your board under other business, 26 Riverside Road. This office, the building commissioner's office, has no issue with what the applicant is proposing. Do the construction condition of the building, both life and safety and construction standards are a concern for this office. So this office supports the applicant's proposal with the following recommendations. Number 1, that they do not change the approved footprint as was approved at the February 22nd, 2017 hearing. And number 2, that the outside appearance and the interior of the entire home complies with the plans that were submitted at the February 22nd, 2017 hearing, which the ZBA has already approved. Mike Mendoza, Building Commissioner.
There's only one minor issue with this. He writes 26 Riverside, if you
29.
notice.
Oh, okay,
Should be
29.
29.
It's 29.
okay. We'll
So
take that for
that's
the
just a
record.
typo. So, do you have any issues with number
No.
1 or 2?
No.
That's part of the conditions.
Yeah, we're just want to take it down and put it back up instead of move it.
Same end result, just a different process.
Yep.
Anything else? Any other?
Do we need to
Comments?
do any voting, or
Nothing
no?
else? We have to vote?
You don't have to go, he just came to see if he would have to reapply.
Okay.
I don't see any
don't
reason. It's
see
the
a
same end
problem.
result. They were gonna put a new foundation in anyway, it's just,
Well, we can do a voice vote as to,
yeah,
does anybody have any issues? I don't have any issues.
No.
I have no issues.
No issue.
None at all.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Well
Good
said.
luck.
So, yeah.
All right. Nothing to sign?
Nope.
Can you put that original?
Yeah, where?
And the date is February 22nd.
Did I say the wrong date?
No,
Oh,
no, from the original.
yeah.
He stamped the copy back when he came.
Oh,
Not the original.
Imagine that. February 22nd, huh?
Yes.
I remember that coming through, but I don't remember being here February 22nd.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I was here then, but I must have been. I remember I had a meeting right before I left.
I
The day before I
remember
left.
it because Mike Mendoza and I met with town council and we made part of the conditions on the original that they have their own address for safety reasons, because
Yeah.
they have
Yeah, I
four
remember that.
cottages on the same lot.
I remember that.
Okay. Jim, could you read the last other business?
Can I make it in the form of a motion?
Sure.
I move to approve the April 26, 2017 meeting minutes.
I second
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Dom,
it. Make a motion that we adjourn.
I second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Good night.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
6:27, I got.
It's a good job.